Hello, welcome to Paulie's World. Today I'm going to make my own little concoction of shrimp mixed with some veggies, some mushrooms, some sausage, a little different. What is it called? It's called a great dish, that's what it's called. And I mean, I'm going to make it up as I go. I am not a chef in any way, shape, or form. I am an average Joe. Actually, I'm in construction. And I grew up with my grandparents. And my grandmother was a fantastic cook. And as a little kid, I'd pull the chair up and then I'd watch her cook. And then I'd say, Vavo, how much of this or how much of that? And she'd say, oh, a little of this, a little of that. She was never, so there's not going to be any measurements here. And I'll be honest with you, a lot of the videos that I do see on YouTube are boring as freaking hell. It's almost like it's too, and there's not going to be any here. Here it's going to be me in the real world, in my real house. As you can see, chaotic, but beautiful. Let's start. So, here, we have some mushrooms, some tomatoes, hot sausage, some onions, some bell peppers, some jalapeno for heat, and shrimp. As you can see, it's a little mismatch. Over here is some tomato paste. So, we're going to get started here with some olive oil. And then, again, everything that I'm using here, it's my own stuff. You can use whatever you want. It doesn't have to be any name brand of any kind. You use what you like. So, that being said, I don't produce or promote anybody. I just use the stuff that I'm using. This is the real world, baby. No bullshit. Or bull caca. Sorry. Take that back. So we got a pan. What's very important is having the right size pan for what you're making. A lot of times, the biggest mistake I would make when I was cooking is I'd have a pan too small, and then I'm halfway cooking the stuff, and then next thing you know, I got to get a bigger pan, and it was a disaster. So I'm trying to make this as simple as possible. If you've never cooked in your life, after watching this, you're going to be able to cook, believe me. So here we got a pan, high heat. Let's get the oil going. A little olive oil, like I said, nothing special. The cheaper the olive oil, the better when it comes to this. You only use good olive oil if you're using it for dips and stuff like this. As far as cooking with it, you don't need the best high quality olive oil that I find. We'll let this go. Over here, have some water, about 2.5 cups. I have a little cube there of chicken flavor, chicken bouillon, and we're going to turn that sucker up on high. This is going to be the rice. That's going to be part of it. So as we're working with this is going to be going on the side, okay? Easy peasy Japanese. All right. So as that's going, like I said, this is my house. This is nothing crazy. This is not a commercial kitchen, so you don't have to be intimidated, because by no stretch of any imagination am I a world-class chef. I'm just someone that has a lot of passion, and I love to cook. I love gardening, and as you're gonna see as we progress, I grow my own tomatoes, my own peppers, stuff like this. And in other segments, as we progress, you're gonna see us working in the garden, using stuff in the garden that we grow, bring it into the kitchen. And like I said, you don't have to be a professional to do this. You know, you can be an everyday person. If you want to cook for your special lady or your special man, whatever it may be, I can help you. Very simple and easy. And believe me, I've made a lot of mistakes. Making mistakes is not a bad thing. Making mistakes means you're going to learn from those mistakes. So it's okay if you F something up or you burn something. Or the whole thing with cooking too also is, what I find is, it's time. You gotta erase time when you're cooking. You can't rush it. So as soon as you rush it, you ruin it. All right. So I don't know how hot this is yet. You can really feel it as you go. See, noise. Hear that noise? Yes. So I threw the onions in there. All right. Let that go a little bit. I'm going to throw the jalapenos and bell peppers in there, sweet bell pepper. We're going to throw the tomatoes in there. We're just mincing them up like so. That goes in. So I have to work on my editing skills. I am a child of the 80s. I have no computer skills, but I'm learning. I'm trying my best here. So we had to pause there for one quick second, and then, so this is probably going to be done in parts. Sorry, my first one's going to be a little rough, but you're going to see it there. Oh, after you have this, forget about it. You're going to be like, wow, this is amazing. Over here, I'm going to put some mushrooms, right? Put that in there, let that magic happen. See, all the oils and the onions and the bell peppers and the jalapeno, and as the mushrooms cook down, and this is perfect magic here. And don't forget shrimp. Shrimp cooks like this. Shrimp cooks fast. I know a lot of people usually skeptical or afraid to cook fish. I look fish as like chicken. I like to cook fish like chicken. That's my personal opinion. And so here we go. Get that going over here. We got the water roaring. See, it's just starting to go. I prefer a gas oven, but I do not have a gas oven. So we're going to let everything here marry together. Going to be happy and merry. Let the heat cook. Let it go, let it go. A little bit of Chardonnay for me. Like I said, I'm in my own environment. Just as if you would be at home. I'm trying not to make this boring. To me, this is fun as hell. If you want to hear the smell, what we smell now is fantastic. I'd like to say thank you to my son Anthony, who's actually recording all this. Here we go. Oh yeah. See the water here for the rice? She's dancing. You see, I'm also going to make a salmon for my wife tonight, and my son, and my daughter. So I'm going to make enough rice now for the other dish and this. So when you're making this for yourself, just do, cut it back. You go to these restaurants, and sometimes some of these restaurants are fantastic, and some of them are like, yeah, mediocre. You can really tell the fantastic ones. Those are the ones that are usually loud and people screaming and yelling at each other. Oh. Lord Jesus. Alright, now we got the sausage. Throw the sausage in there. Now we throw the sausage in there. Sweetheart Italian sausage. Let it dance there with these guys. And mind you, I'm at high heat. High heat. Let it go a little bit. Alright. The water's telling me it's ready. I'm going to add a little bit of the rice. Pop her up. Easy peasy. I'm going to take some more for good measure, just in case the neighbors want to come eat. Yeah, that's it. See? It'll be nice and nice. Let this go, let this go. What we're trying to do here is get the sausage to cook in too, and all that fat from the sausage renders into the veggies. It's a beautiful thing. We're going to lower the heat here for the rice. I don't have a rice cooker. We'll drop it down to medium. We'll let that dance. There we go. See the sausage is cooking nice. Now, some tomato paste. I know it looks like a lot. Alright, tomato paste in there. Then we're going to add a is that there? 600 milliliters, 2.5, 3 cups of water. You had half of that in there, a little more than half. Get that sucker in there. Now that's gonna come to a boil. This is almost like a jambalaya, minus all the crawfish and everything else. Never liked the crawfish. I don't know, kind of freaks me out. They look like scorpions. We'll let that go. Now here, this is not what it says on the label. What this is hot curry. I get this at there's an Indian spice company over here in North Attleboro. Well, it used to be, and that's where I got that. So basically, all that is a curry with some hot magic. I don't know what it is, but it's fantastic. So we had a little bit of that. Okay. Oh yeah, smell that, Anthony? Some Sansón, Goya, Spanish spice. You can get this at your local grocer. Really, really good. So you add 2 packets of that. Little paprika. Now mind you, don't go too crazy with the paprika, because you have jalapenos in there too. Little crushed black pepper. Some salt. Let this go a little bit. Oh yeah. Wish you were here to smell this, man. Oh lordy. You see the hot Italian sausage, and onions, and mushrooms. Being married together is a beautiful thing. Let's not forget the rice. Give that a stir once in a while. That, hot curry. That'll kick you right in on you know what. Now, I'll kick this down just a little bit, you know what I mean? Like about that. This is flowing and glowing. So what I'll do is I'll add a cover to this to trap all that steam in there. And we'll let that go for like 4 minutes. Now that we've had this going for 3-4 minutes, about 4 minutes. And again, everything I'm doing here, it's not like you see in these cooking shows where they can time everything perfectly. We're doing this as we go, and you're going to do it as you go too. So as you're cooking, you're going to see maybe, it's a little too hot, maybe reduce the jalapeno, or too salty, reduce the sea salt. It's just completely up to you. I'm giving you the base, the foundation. That's it. Oh yeah, baby. You see how it's reduced? How it's a little thicker now? Everybody's happy. The sausage, the mushrooms, the onions, the peppers. We're all happy now. You got the rice over here minding his own business. He's like, yeah, what do you want from me? Look, see, huh? Oh yeah, see? Now that rice is absorbing all that water. Yeah. Don't forget the rice. All right, now, the star of the show. This is the thing. Shrimp is cooked like this. Look up. You don't want to overcook the shrimp. So what I like to do at this point is I throw the shrimp in. Right? Introduce the shrimp to the party. This is probably going to go at this heat. I'm still on high heat, mind you. What I'm going to do is add another cup of water. It started with 2.5, 3. Remember I said I brought a half. I'm going to add a little bit more, right? The rest of that water in. And now that's going to go. Let that shrimp cook up. And usually, if I wasn't using this rice for my other dinner, the other dinner that I'm gonna make, like for my wife and my kids, I would take the juice from this, and at this point, I would add it into the rice. That's like you know, you're mixing it, but let me tell you something. The flavor from this thing, I mean, it's out of this world, out of this world. So what you're doing by doing that, because rice is usually bland and you gotta add a lot of salt and stuff to it. So adding this stuff to it, now it's all the sausage that's rendered down, the shrimp, so you got all those flavors in there, the ingredients, the hot curry, the salt, and you add that to that. It's a beautiful thing. But I can't do that because my wife don't like hot food, and that will ruin her dish. Happy wife, happy life, huh? Believe it. All right. And you know how I know when rice is done? See how I'm running a paddle through here? You see there's still some moisture? So I'll drop the sucker down to off, because there's still heat coming out of here, you know what I mean? So I'll drop that. I'll drop it off. Put it to off, and I'll let it just sit here. And that rice is absorbing all that water, making it nice and tender. You see this? Look at this. Now, at this point, that shrimp's already cooked. This is gonna go off. Huh? And to let the sauce render a little, I mean, look at it here, Anthony, show him. Look at that. This is sheer magic. Then what I would do here is cover it. Done. Simple as that. No fancy degrees. No need to be a world-renowned chef. Simple, easy peasy. Anybody can do it. If you follow these simple instructions, it's that easy. So I hope you liked my first video of Paulie's World. And there's going to be more to come. There's going to be gardening. I'm going to get those peppers going, those tomatoes going, and we make our own sauces and take that basil and parsley and thyme and rosemary and add that all in for a nice fresh flavor. I spent some time in the Cape, and there's an herb company in the Cape that I'll be bringing you with me and walk you through this place. It's like Disney for chefs, and it's amazing. But so I'm gonna let you go for 1 second, and then when I plate this, just so you see what it looks like, forget it. It's the most beautiful thing in the world. All right. So I took the rice, put it in a plate like so on the bottom. I'm gonna take some of this beautiful Paulie special shrimp, mushrooms. Look at this, huh? Everything in there. Can't forget the shrimp. The shrimp is the star of the show, even though I didn't put a lot of shrimp here, but it is. And you notice what's happening? That sauce is seeping in there. Oh yeah. Come over here. Bam, voila. Huh? So welcome to Paulie's World. This is only the beginning. It's gonna get a lot better, guarantee it.